Weight Loss Stories TV. My Instagram handle is _shrinking_snake_lady_, and my name is Elizabeth, and this is my weight loss story. And so before that, before I tell you my weight loss story, I've been overweight, obese all my life. I've been teased throughout life and felt like I wasn't good enough. I was told that I wasn't good enough because of my size. I was told that, just by people's, the words that they would say, the eyes, the looks that they would give me, and my grandparents did the best they could, and, they tried to tell me to lose weight over and over again, and I felt like I missed out so many years of being close to them while they were alive, because I didn't want them to be disappointed in me. I didn't want to hear the comments about my weight gain, that I kept on gaining weight and then I need to lose weight, and I love them so much. And I remember telling my mom, I don't want to go there. Mom, please don't make me go there. It hurts when I go there and they talk about my weight. I remember having low self-esteem and going from one guy to another and hoping that any kind of negative attention would still fill the hole. I would turn to food more because I wanted that comfort. I was craving more. I learned that this time around, that mental transformation is such a big key to your weight loss journey. I lost 100 pounds in 2011. I did that by home workouts and just cutting out carbs, because you hear carbs are bad and all this kind of stuff, and I went down to 145. I was trying to get into the military, but do I want to be there again? No, I don't. Because that girl that stepped on the scale constantly and let the scale dictate who she was. And then a trial happened, and I go further detail on that on my channel. The trial happened, and then I turned to food, and I just didn't care. I turned off social media. I didn't want to see anyone's weight loss story. I just wanted to erase it. And then before I knew it, every night I would just eat donuts and all these kind of stuff. And I would have a lot of the same things, and I would binge, and I would binge to the point where my stomach and my back would hurt so much afterwards, and I would do it all again, over and over again. And that's because I wasn't working on the mental transformation. A lot of us tend to think that just because our actions are aligned with our goals, we've changed mentally. And I used to think at the time, I'm like, when I was losing the 100 pounds, I changed mentally because, of course, the results were happening. But I was so results driven, I wasn't actually changing the person from the inside. And so I regained 126 pounds. I went back up to 271. That was my highest weight. And I thought the ship had sailed. I got depressed. I almost ended my life. And I was going to do the gastric bypass surgery. My mom got it, and my friend got it. I was going to do it. I had the appointment set up, and everything was all set, and I decided not to do it because I knew myself. I knew that I binged so much that if all it's going to change is how hungry I was, then it's not going to actually change my mentality and what's causing me to binge and what's causing me to turn to food. And the real meaning of, like, back in my childhood, what's caused to right now. I managed to lose another 75 pounds, and just by home workouts and eating what I thought was healthy at the time. And something happened. I found out that I couldn't get pregnant, and that was hard. And at that time, but now I see it as a blessing, so I'm okay with it, and it's fine. And at that time, I was turning food because I was just stressed out, and of course that adds more, and then regaining weight, and that adds more. And so it didn't really help with the fertility. And so, but I found out I couldn't get pregnant, and I then went back to 271 again. And I remember seeing myself in the mirror, and I remember seeing failure. Like, Elizabeth, what are you doing? You had your chance once, almost twice, and you regained the weight that you promised that you would lose. The promises that you set out for yourself. And look at how you feel now. Bloated, and you feel lazy. You feel like you are out of breath. What are you doing to yourself? And I was like, that's what motivated me to get started again. But this time I got a trainer to help me with the meal plans, and I got a trainer later on to help me with form at the gym, with weightlifting. And so this time around, what motivated me is because I was trying to prove my trainer wrong. And also I was listening to a lot of motivational speakers on podcasts, and I was basing my motivation based on other people's, but I still wasn't really transforming. But then in December, I started going to school for health coaching, and I'm learning a lot. I learned so much as far as my own mental transformation, because it shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't be constantly fighting to lose weight. You shouldn't need motivation. You shouldn't. If you need motivation, you need to change yourself from inside. And I learned that, and now I'm down 92 pounds now. I'm at 179. And so I am now focusing on myself. I know I'll reach my goals this time. I know that I won't regain the weight back because of the mental transformation. I learned what's causing my weight gain. And I started learning, like, way back of instances that has caused that for me to turn to food. And I had to see the blessings and forgive others and forgive myself and to really see the beauty in myself. Here's my definition of body positivity. So many people get it twisted, thinking that you don't love yourself if you're working to get fit and healthy. It has nothing to do with looking good or being accepted. Yes, you could love yourself no matter what size you are, but it's totally different because you're wanting to get fit and healthy because you want to have a better version of you, a version that is able to keep up with your kids, a version of you that doesn't get tired, a version of you that feels accomplished, a version of you that feels endorphins from moving, a version of you that feels good and hydrated when you stay hydrated and you eat healthy, and the foods that give you energy versus foods that take away your energy and you feel bloated and lazy and you want to sleep more and all these kind of stuff, and you don't want to do anything with your kids. It has nothing to do with hating yourself. And yes, I was freaking hot at 271, don't get it twisted. So I'm just getting a better version of myself. I don't have a goal weight. My starting tip, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. My starting tip is don't freaking have an ultimate goal weight, because you don't want to be that person that is so results driven and constantly chasing this number. I know once I'm done with the losing weight phase, I'm going to see the scale go up, and that's totally fine, because the scale does not define me. And I hear a lot of people say that, but then they feel bad when they gain 5 pounds because over a weekend or something like that, and that's not the way it should be. And this journey is a lifelong journey, and what works for you now may not work for you 20 years from now. But it's the joy of linking pleasure with what you have to do. And so don't have a goal weight. Stop listening to everyone else. Stop looking for a freaking the secret for weight loss. There is no secret. It's just being consistent with your eating healthy with what is according to your body, and staying consistent with working out, drinking water. And the key to keeping it off is a mental transformation and developing new habits, so that way it's not hard. So but thank you so much for tuning in, and this is my weight loss story.